Greetings and salutations, people of the internet. So what a difference a day makes. The part 1 flight that I did to try and get to St Abbs, or New Asgard as you'll have come to know it, was attempted yesterday, but with the weather we had to cancel it, unfortunately. However, 24 hours later it's cleared up and there's still some clouds about, but it's perfectly flyable, so we'll head back over the airfield and try this again, shall we?
Oh, the brakes are so much better. Well, here we are, people. We're finally going to get that flight to New Asgard today, because the weather has cleared up really nicely. So I'll just do the checks quickly, and I'll catch you as I'm taxiing along the runway. Okay, so we're going to taxi to runway 29 today, which is a lovely one to take off, because it means got a nice view as you head off. Got my beamer taxiing 29. So the plane has just had a little bit of a surface done, which thanks very much to Gordon at East of Scotland Microlight for fixing the brakes for us. So I am literally not pressing the throttle at all, and the plane is just taking me on a journey. Got my beamer lining up 29. We're ready to go. We've got spectator sport happening on the left. We are good to go. Yep. Golf Mike Beamer taking off 29, departing to the east. Right, here we go. That away. Look at that sun. Wow, that's stunning. It's not often you get views like that. That's incredible. Right, there's no racing on at the racing circuit today, so I'm pretty much safe to go. For those of you who don't believe me just how much it was raining yesterday, look at all the fields, right? Look, all of them are flooded. Every single one of them has pretty much got a puddle in them. It is absolutely, as we say here in Scotland, dreich. So the direction that we're taking today will pretty much take us in pretty much straight ahead where we're going now. We'll skirt along the past Tornet power station, which is the nuclear power station. I mentioned it yesterday as well, or in the part 1 recording anyway. And we'll just keep heading that way. And I can tell right now we've got a smooth flight the whole way down to St Abbs. So this is going to be a really, really cool. We're just going over the top of East Linton right now. Let's do some ups and downs, shall we? Good. Let's do a circuit around East Linton. Oh wow, look at that. So that's another route that I was thinking about doing today if I wasn't able to go to St Abbs, is to cross over the Firth of Forth to Fife. That would have been a stunning flight. Look at that. Firth is looking really, really beautiful today. That would have been amazing. But, true to the cause, we are going to go to New Asgard. That's the promise, and I shall deliver it. Right, let's get onto course, shall we? Check out the circle, right? So obviously from this altitude you get to see all of the formations in much better than you would if you're on the ground. You'd be surprised how many of this sort of thing you actually see. So that would have been like an old rural development of some sort back in the days. And it's usually on the top of a hill, obviously, because then the people who used to be there had quite a good view. So New Asgard is straight ahead of us, people. That house has a pool. I can't believe there are so many people with swimming pools in this country. Seriously? How cold is it? So that's St Abbs Head there. Then you follow follow the coast around, and now you can just start seeing St Abbs coming through. I'm under this cloud layer at the moment. There's a little bit of turbulence going on, which is quite good fun to fly through. I haven't had big turbulence in a while, so it's good to remind myself of how it all works. Actually, it's probably not even turbulence, it'll just be thermal. Right, so that is New Asgard. Welcome to New Asgard. Get down for a bit of a closer look. It's a beautiful harbour, actually. There's a fantastic little cafe in there, which I'd really recommend. I'll put a little note for the cafe in the description, so make sure you check it out. So if you are in the area, really give it a go. They do the most amazing cheesecake. It's really good. So those of you who have actually watched Avengers Endgame, let's see whether or not you can figure out which part of the harbour wall it was that Hulk was actually on the back of the truck for. Because it is pretty obvious when you look at the film, although it does look a little bit different because they've actually added a building in through CGI, but that's New Asgard right there, people. Check out these cliffs. This is awesome. The scenery is stunning. Oh, there's a lighthouse and a foghorn. Over the top of the beach. Cheerio, New Asgard. See you for coffee and cakes at some point. Here's another one of those round things, and again, it's on the top of a hill. You can actually see the individual divots where they probably had their little houses. Are those seals? So down on that beach, there's loads of little white dots, and I'm putting money on them being seals, but there's lots of, like, the occasional orange thing, which I'm assuming is like either a boy or someone down there monitoring them, but that definitely looks like seals to me. Now that's cool. I did not know that was there, so hey, I learned something new on this flight as well. Love it. So I'm going to head up to make my way back. So I'm just going to pop up through this little cloud bank here, right through the middle of this gap, and then fly over the top of it, heading back. So I think that cloud bank is spreading right the way over towards where I need to get to, so I'm going to pop it down through this little gap, and we'll just fly the rest of the route under the canopy of the cloud. This is quite cool, being able to go down this little cavern of cloud here. Birds alert, they're literally heading straight towards me. Darn birds. Down here is Fox Lake Adventures. Really fab place to go if you've got some spare time. You can do wakeboarding here, so if you want to try out wakeboarding or you're a wakeboarder, that's the place to go. They also have like a big adventure course thing. You can try and scramble around. You're not tied to anything, but it's kind of above water, so it means that if you slip and fall, and you do slip and fall, you just fall straight into the water. Not too sure now that it's pretty chilly how many people are going to be doing it, but when I drove past it earlier, I did notice it looked quite busy. So yeah, I've been there a few times. It's a really, really cool place. Check it out if you are thinking of something to do with the kids, or if you are a big kid yourself and you just want to try something different. It's awesome fun, really, really cool. So in one of my previous videos I mentioned this restaurant just down here on the left hand side called Drift, and I was talking about how someone had said to me that it was not possible to get down to the beach from there, but I got in touch with the people who actually own and run the place, and you can get down to the beaches, which makes sense really now that I look at it, but you can get down to both sides. But if you're wanting to go down, the best thing to do is actually to go into the place and speak to them, and they'll give you the advice on where you want to go. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and some cake while you're there as well. But yeah, awesome little place. Going to be one of my regular haunts, I think. Certainly now in the winter months when I need some coffee. East 14 traffic, Golf Charlie Charlie Mike Lima, inbound from the north, 3 miles to run at 1800 feet, descending 1500. Okay, so we're going to head ourselves back in and get back to the airfield. It's pretty much straight in front of me at the moment, and get her packed up because it's getting a bit chilly now. So we've made the calls, make a few changes here. 1, 3, there. Golf Mike Lima is overhead. Right, we're going to do this sped up. So here we go. A faster version of getting down onto the ground for you. Okay everyone, so yeah, we're back on the ground now, avoiding the mud as much as possible, and we'll pack the plane away. If you've not already done so, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel, press the button below, and don't forget the little bell so that you're kept up to date on exactly what's going on. Oi! I have right of way, I am an airplane. Can't feel the switches again. Got it. Right.